Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Players Lounge at Clemson. I'm your host, Darien Rencher, and this podcast is brought to you in collaboration with the 110 Society, Clemson University's official collective. If you haven't checked them out, if you're trying to figure out a way to play your part in NIL, please go look at them and look no further. And this podcast, this platform is going to be your favorites, players, coaches, legends, and some special guests. And today, we're joined by a really good teammate of mine, one of my favorite dudes. I feel like a Clemson fan favorite, especially right now, coming off the season he just had. Former four-star recruit, currently RB1. We're joined with Phil Mafah. What's good, bro?
What's good?
Glad to have you. How you
Glad
feeling?
to be here. I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Excited.
Come on. Just finished mat drills as a senior. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Time flies.
Time definitely flies.
Yeah.
How did it feel? Because you did your last one. So you were a coach. So tell people. So you were coaching, and so now you are the one going through drills. Who'd you send back? Did you send anybody back?
Nah, I didn't. Honestly, I actually didn't. The guys did really good during mat drills, and I was looking for someone to send back. I'm not gonna lie, but they did their work, and they did it right.
Yeah, bro. I would describe you. So we had 1 year together. I would describe Phil as a silent assassin. I feel like you're a man of few words, but you carry a good presence. How would you describe Phil Mafah?
I'd say I'm a pretty chill guy. Always been a chill guy. God-fearing man.
Come on.
Just like to lay back, have a good time, chill with friends.
Yeah.
Pretty simple guy when it comes to it, but I love playing football.
Love that. Get into football. Love your journey. We'll get into that. But coming off the season you just had, obviously super adverse from a team standpoint. But as far as a Phil Mafah standpoint, I feel like you really came into your own. What are you most proud of from last season for yourself?
For myself, just believing in myself and just putting in the work during the off season. That's one point of emphasis I really try to focus on, just making sure I just make the most out of my time and not regret not working hard. So I made sure I did that the off season, and fruit produced. So I was happy to see that.
Definitely. What was probably your favorite moment of the season, like for yourself? I want to get into some team stuff, but just I really look at last season from an outside standpoint. But I played with you. I've seen you be humble throughout your journey. It was really cool for me to see you start to blossom from like a national standpoint. But what was your favorite part of the season, like your favorite moment you remember?
My favorite moment had to be the Gator Bowl, the very last play of the game. Just winning that game, all the up and down emotions, didn't know where it was going to go. And to be able to finish the game like that, how we did, was just amazing. Just something to have a story for real.
For sure.
So,
bro, speaking of last season, it was your last season for the Bromance, bro. For you and Shipley. Just talk about y'all's relationship. I think y'all have a special dynamic. Y'all came in together. Y'all been best friends. Y'all roommates. Just talk about y'all's relationship and playing at Clemson.
Oh, well, me and Ship, he's been my roommate since freshman year. And, I love that guy. Pushes me on and off the field. And, he's just a great teammate, great guy to just talk to in general. And we feed it off each other on the football field. And he just was always there for me, like a true brother. So, I love that guy and wishing him the best in the next journey.
For sure. What do you think makes Shipley great? Like, what do you think his best attributes?
I'll say his tenacity, just who he is, his nature. Everything he goes to do, he goes hard at, and that's what I really like about him. And he just brings that fire. And there's not a lot of people like that today's day and age. So I like that he brings that, and he's really authentic with it. So I love that about him.
For sure, bro. Getting into when people think about your journey in particular, like I feel like you've shown glimpses since you got here. Even I remember my senior year, the Florida State game. You had a long run. You finally got to kind of prove yourself. How has it been, like mentally, waiting your turn?
It's been up and down, honestly. I would say there's been times I wish I could have played, but I always kept the perspective that it's God's timing in my life, and I just got to keep putting the work in. And just still believing that this is the place where I needed to be at, just continuing to grind and just trusting the process. And this is where I am now. So, I'm thankful for him, for all that he's done, and, just going to continue to work hard.
Come on, bro. And I think in today's day and age, especially fans up there, I mean, you look at the headlines every week, somebody's transferring, somebody's leaving. I'm not always saying that's the worst case, because there's some good cases of transfer portal, like guys leave, even guys that left Clemson and went on to have better opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But I always admire on that same side of guys who stay resilient, you know, like even though you can do that you don't, because you see a bigger picture. So what has been, like, what was being, like, what did you tell yourself? What was the advice that people gave you? Because I'm sure people like, you can go somewhere else, you can go back over here, you could have been playing by now, you could do this, do that. What were you telling yourself, or what was the advice given to you?
The advice given to me was just to, pray about it first and foremost for my family, and that's one thing. The biggest thing that made me decide to be where I am now, stay, and some people were telling me, yeah, you could go somewhere else, you can get more money,
right,
you can get this and that, but I always just knew deep down in my heart that this is the place where I wanted to be at. And it wasn't always like that. It was up and down. There was times where I did want to leave,
yeah,
and I didn't feel happy. But I just always kept prayer in my life, and I always had this feeling in my heart that this is the place where I'm supposed to be at, and just continue. Like Coach Swinney always says, bloom where you're planted. So
nice.
Just kept that in my head, and just kept my faith strong.
Come on, bro. Well, it is full throttle. I feel like it is Phil Mafah's time. What are you most excited about going to next season?
I'm just most excited about just stepping up as a leader on the team and just being able to impact the guys in a different way. It's just been one of my goals this year, is to just be able to pour out to the guys in a way that I haven't. I feel like I'm a pretty closed person. I don't like to talk about what I do a lot. But I just want to be able to pour into the guys and, give them encouragement through my testimony and my journey, and just, telling them that you got to work hard and, don't give up. So,
what has it been like? Obviously, you come as a freshman, you got people that are leading for you, and now and time flies. We talked about it on the phone. Time flies. Now you're a senior, you're a leader. Like, what has it been kind of growing up through the program, your own maturation process?
It's been wild, honestly. It's just crazy to see how fast 4 years goes by, and just being able to see how other people have led, and just being able to pick from that and make it into my own has been great. Just all the great examples that have come before me and the guys on this team before this season, and just being myself. It's one thing I just look forward to, just being myself, and just really cultivating the way that I want to lead, and making that my own. And I feel like people respond well to that.
For sure, bro. When you look back at your career, that I think has a lot of expectation. There's a lot more left in store. What have been Phil Mafah's favorite plays? Your favorite big plays?
My favorite big plays, I would say that Florida State run from my freshman year. I used to just watch it over and over. But I'd say that play, I'd say Louisville from my sophomore year. Just getting to finally break a big touchdown. I'm just glad and happy about that. And I'd also say Notre Dame from this year, just because, the hype that game had behind it. We were in 4-4 at the time, and just to be able to rock the Valley like that, and bring in life to my teammates and everyone else in there was amazing. Yeah,
bro. How did it feel to carry the ball 39 times? Because it's like, I know you're in the game, you're in the moment, but I remember looking at the stat line, I was like, dang, 39 carries is OD. Yeah. Like, how'd you feel?
I felt all right. I mean, I didn't even know. I thought I had like 25, but like when they told me that, I was like, ain't no way that's right. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win. So that's what it took, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was a legendary game. You were the all-time touches holder in Clemson history, which is, look, you went down in record books. When you think about this year's team, how would you describe it? There's a lot of expectation come off last season. You got a lot of momentum, which is actually a really cool thing. Is I feel like as adverse as last season was, y'all also have a lot of momentum to be whatever y'all want to be this year. Like, how would you describe this year's team?
I would describe them as focused. I'm just seeing, what happened last year, starting off 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously wasn't ideal, but coming off a 5-game winning streak is, we're just trying to carry that momentum into this year.
Yeah.
And the guys, I know all of them are hungry to, have a different result and just to be able to know that they gave it their all the right way. So I'd say focus, because this offseason the guys are just seem ready.
Yeah.
And I could just see it in their eyes, and just myself too, just focus and just try to take it one day at a time.
Come on. Well, let's go back down memory lane. When I met Phil, you came to camp, boy was do-ragged up all the time. That green do-rag from Grayson. Just tell me, what made you want to come to Clemson? Did you always want to come to Clemson? And then, let's do that first. Did you always want to come to Clemson?
Yeah, I mean, the earliest remembrance I've had of Clemson was, I remember vividly in 8th grade, we wrote like our goals down,
Mm-hmm.
and I vividly wrote, I'm going to play running back at either UGA or Clemson, and, it just ended up happening. But there's more to it. Coach Kahn was my coach growing up.
Correct.
And when he left in 7th grade, he came here, and we always just had that connection. And I just knew from the beginning, honestly, as soon as I got to high school, as soon as I got my first offer, I was waiting for Clemson. Yeah. This is a place where I wanted to be since a young age. So I'm glad that God allowed me to fulfill that in my life.
For sure. What was the moment you knew? I mean, I guess you always know. What was the moment you realized, all right, I'm going to Clemson, I'm committed?
As soon as I got the offer, honestly. They just wouldn't let me commit until I talked to Coach Swinney in person, and I finally got to do that. I committed before my junior season in high school, so I was committed. I was the first commit of the class, and, I stayed committed.
Yeah, so, come on, bro. What was when you think about Clemson, obviously you wanted to play here just because you've seen the program, but what about the program is the most special to you?
Just the way that Coach Swinney has set up the program, just his beliefs, and obviously I'm a faith-based person, and just seeing that from him, and just seeing all the pillars that he implements to be successful in the program is what really drawed me into it. Yeah. And especially Jeff Davis and PAW Journey, that's one of the biggest reasons I wanted to come. Just being able to develop as a man. Right. Just knowing I got to lead a family one day, and I just want to be able to handle my own and be an independent person. So I felt like Clemson was the best place to do that.
Come on. And that's like, because Coach Swinney always has that saying, like, this is for a 30-year-old version of you. And I ain't 30 yet, but look, like you said, I'm married now, got a kid, another kid on the way, and I feel like from my experience, I've become more and more thankful for my time at Clemson, because it's good while you're in it, but it kind of grows in a better way as you get older, if you do life the right way. I want to give a shout out to PAW Journey as well. I think PAW Journey was a big reason that my Clemson experience was special, and even a lot of reasons people come to Clemson, stay at Clemson, as far as the influence. So what has been your favorite PAW Journey memory?
It's got to be when we micro-internship, when we went up to NFL league office in New York. Yeah. Me, Ship, and the guys. Yeah, it was amazing. Got to meet the commissioner, met Todd Gurley when we were up there, just being able to go around New York, go to saw Hamilton, just stuff like that, just new experiences like that. Just was really awesome to, just take in.
Yeah, no, like I said, shout out to PAW Journey. If you don't know what PAW Journey is, it's Clemson's player development program ran by Jeff Davis. It is, I think it's the best in the country. I don't think there's anybody really competing with it. I feel like they're like the leading standard model. And I had a great time, and it's still going on. My first year was the inaugural year in 2016, and since then, micro-internships, business weeks, interview prep, everything you need to, when people say, some people always say it's more than ball, but they don't do anything to provide that. But I feel like Clemson, Coach Swinney, Jeff Davis, they've done everything to make sure it actually is something to what they say. Mm-hmm. Bro, getting into, just like you think about your experience this year's team, is who are any young guys that you kind of like, you're excited to see kind of blossom? Maybe guys that have already been on a team that may haven't had the start like a crazy start, or guys who come into the program this early enrollees that you're kind of excited to see?
I'm excited to see running back that just came in, David Easy.
Yeah,
he's
Easy.
a Georgia boy, and I'm just excited to see what he does. He works hard, and I just want to use a dog in high school, and I just want to see how that correlates to today. I'm going to coach him up as best as I can.
Yeah.
Just the other two running backs that just came in last year, Jay Haynes and Jarvis Green, I'm excited to see them and excited to see how they continue to develop and blossom. Just crazy to see how people continue to get better. You just notice that, and that's one thing I feel like I loved about this journey, just being able to see my teammates grow. So
yeah, no, that's great. And even talking about the running back room, when you think about, you're a Clemson fan growing up, how is it playing for Coach Spiller?
It's crazy. I just remember when I was 10 years old, just watching CJ Spiller highlights,
right.
And now that he's my coach, it's just life is just crazy.
It's
thinking about
surreal.
it. Yeah, it's surreal, and just thankful for that. Really.
What do you feel like is his best coaching attribute? Because every coach has their own thing that they're kind of known for. You appreciate about them. What's your favorite coaching attribute about Coach Spiller?
I just appreciate that he's been here and he's done that. He's been to the highest level, to where I want to go one day, and he can attest to what it takes and to what he did to get there. So I love his perspective and just the way he coaches and is able to, get the most out of his guys. I love that about Coach Spiller, and just seeing how much he cares for, the place where he came from, Clemson, and just the amount of care that he treats us with.
Right. All right, bro. Looking ahead a little bit, you're a Georgia boy.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you for the season opener?
I'm very excited, honestly. My cousin is actually a linebacker there, number 2.
Oh, word.
And, I'm excited to play him. I know the whole fam's going to be watching, whole state, people that I went to high school with. So it's gonna be awesome, but just not trying to let the moment get too big. I'm just trying to focus on today, what I got to do to get to there. So.
No, it's going to be exciting, bro. Talking about, I think it's always a good debate, and you're a Georgia boy. You can be biased or not. When you think about high school football.
High school football?
What state has the best high school football?
I'm going to have to go with Georgia. I'm going to have to.
You got to.
I got to.
Okay, then give me some runner-ups. Who you
Some
got
runner-ups. I got respect for Florida. I got respect for Cali. And I say I got respect for Texas.
Okay. Where would you rank them if you just rank them?
I'll go Georgia, number 1. 2nd, Florida. 3rd, Texas. 4th, Cali.
I feel like it's a solid list. If you got any debates, let us know. Because I feel like I'm thinking through. I think that Georgia football has produced a lot of players. Florida, I just think about all the skilled players coming out of Florida. Yeah. Cali right now is going crazy with quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So many quarterbacks come out of California, even skilled players. And then Texas is just always, there's always somebody from Texas that's doing their thing. All right, rapid fire for Phil. Tell me, what is Phil's pregame meal?
Pregame meal, I'll go chicken, rice. I'll do some broccoli. I'll do a little cheddar biscuit.
Okay.
And I might put a little bit of meat sauce on the rice.
I love the description. Yeah. Look, there you have it. Phil Mafah's pregame meal. Tell me, what's your favorite part about being a D1 athlete?
Probably the gear that we get. It's pretty cool.
No, it is pretty cool. And it's a lot, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
What's your least favorite part about being a D1 athlete?
Probably mat drills. Mat drills got to be it. Yeah.
Fair enough. What's your pregame music?
Pre-game music, I like to listen to Maverick City, chill, listen to spiritual vibes. I like to listen to Lil Baby, Gunna, G Herbo. So that turns me up.
Yeah, nice. Solid list. What's your favorite part about pregame at Clemson? Or what's your favorite part about Gameday at Clemson?
Gameday at Clemson, I'd say right when we're going on the bus ride up to the top of the hill. Yeah. I always enjoy that and just try to get my emotions right in there and just being able to see the guys get pumped up right before we, show ourselves before everyone is awesome.
Yeah, we'll pause with that. What is it like obviously fans, it's the most exciting 25 seconds of college football. What is it like for you? What is the hill like?
At the top of the hill, my heart pumps every time, just seeing the seats full. Just truly amazing to see all the fans out, and just to be able to, come into the stadium that way. It's not regular, and that's something I love about Clemson. Not a regular place, and it's just once in a lifetime thing. Like you have to do it to really feel what I'm talking about.
Right.
So.
What would you say to recruits out there?
To recruits,
yeah.
In terms of?
Yeah, I would say just in terms of, I feel like the landscape has changed. Like, what would be your advice to any kid getting recruited right now?
I would say go to a place where, you truly feel valued at, and where you truly feel like, cares about you as a person first, and care not only as a football player, because football is short. And life isn't all about football. There's way more things to life than football. And just go somewhere where, your family likes, and you're able to just blossom as a person, not only a football player.
Yeah, come on, bro. All right, wrap it up with Phil. Last couple questions for you is, what is your favorite part about playing for Coach Swinney?
My favorite part, I would say just the Swinneyisms, honestly. He just has so much knowledge.
Yeah.
And just the way he runs the program, I just love it, honestly. All the things he pours into us and all the people he brings in to pour into us.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Swinneyism?
Yeah. I'll do what I can while I can, so that when I cannot, I will not wish that I would have when I could have. Yeah.
That's a great one. Look, I'm like removed, and as soon as you said it, I'm like nostalgic. I will do what I can while I can, so that I will not wish that I would have when I could have.
Yeah.
That's a bar. So if you don't know that, I don't know where that came from. Like, somebody came and said it one day. It's been a part of Clemson ever since. All right, well, great, bro. Look, my last question for you. I feel like a lot of people tuning in, Clemson fans, Clemson family. What would you say to the Clemson fans out there?
I'll just say thank you all for all your love and support. Clemson fans are the best fans in the world, and we just thank y'all for being there with us through the ups and downs, and just truly love to say we appreciate y'all and all that you do for Clemson and our athletics.
Yeah, bro. I'm excited to see this spring. I think this season coming up for you is like, I feel like you haven't fallen on the radar to me, but I feel like the people, and I feel like the expectations are higher. So what do you expect from yourself?
I expect, God forbid any injury, I expect it to be a great year, just putting in the work. I believe that hard work always pays off, so I know as long as I put in the work, and I'll receive the fruit.
Yeah, come on, bro. I feel like you're a very stoic man. But if you haven't got to meet Phil, I feel like y'all going to meet Phil. You see what people love him. Great guy, great person. Last thing I want to talk about, like I said, this podcast is brought to you in collaboration with 110 Society, Clemson's official collective, Clemson University's official collective. They've done a great job of making sure Clemson has stayed competitive with NIL and making sure the players are taken care of. So what would you say about the 110 Society, or what would you say to the 110 Society?
I'll just say thank you, 110 Society, for just allowing us Clemson players and athletes in general just to be able to profit off of our name, image, and likeness. And, it's truly just changed the game. And I know a lot of the guys are just truly appreciative for everything that y'all do. And I would say to the donors out there, just continue to donate to us, and just to see us succeed on and off the field.
For sure. Look, so Clemson fans out there, if you're looking for a way to play your part, there's a role for everybody. There's a part to play for everybody. Bring whatever you got to the table. If you got business owner, whatever it is, check out the 110 Society. They've done a great job, and they're going to continue to do a great job of making sure Clemson stays competitive. But look, it's been another great episode. One of my favorites. Good teammate of mine. I feel like it's been cool to see him blossom now into a leader, a star, and I feel like the sky's the limit for you, brother. So, Phil Mafah, everybody, signing off. We'll see y'all again. If you like the episode you made this far, we know you love us. We love y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see y'all again next week with another episode.